Hi, I'm Scott Humphrey, CEO of the World Floor Covering Association, and this is Leadership Live. And thank you for joining me again. I appreciate those of you that tune in every week to see what we're going to talk about in leadership and how you can apply that to your life. I really appreciate those of you who share this information so we can have an impact on as many potential leaders as possible. I usually shoot this series on the Wednesday or Thursday before it comes out on Friday morning. I do that for a couple of reasons. I want to make sure the information I'm sharing is applicable, it's up to date, and if I can, I want to tie in something that's going on in the world around us so you have a way of applying that to your life. Yesterday, I found out that the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Nick Saban, has been diagnosed with coronavirus. I will be praying for Nick Saban. I hope that he gets through this and it's very mild in his case. I'm not a fan of Alabama Crimson Tide. Not that I'm against them, but I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan, and so they're one of our biggest competitors. In fact, a very big game this week. But I am a fan of Nick Saban. Now, you may not like Nick Saban's leadership style. I can't tell you that I'd want to go out and have dinner with him, but I can tell you that as a leader, he has done something that leaders should want to do. He has created a living legacy. He has coaches who are now coaching that coached under him. In other words, they learned their skill set in some way by being under the tutelage of Nick Saban. In fact, I researched it this morning. There are no fewer than 9 people now coaching or have coached as head coaches in college football that once served under him. One of them is a friend of mine, Billy Napier, who is at Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns. And they have been better at what they do because of Nick Saban's leadership. Ultimately, as a leader, we should want to be impacting other people that can also lead, so we create a legacy that far outlives us. In order to be good at the level that Nick Saban is good, you have to be able to delegate. Full disclosure, this is not my strength. I've always struggled with handing off to people what I didn't want to do or maybe what I didn't have time to do. And maybe that's you as well. But I want to share with you 3 reasons today that delegation is important, whether you feel that's the reason or not, whether you feel you're passing off menial tasks or not. It's still vitally important that you are sharing that opportunity with them. So reason number 1, delegation is important because it allows you to focus your time and attention on what is most important. You've only got 24 hours in a day. That's the one way that we are all alike. And so what I challenge you to do is to make sure you're utilizing that time wisely by delegating tasks that simply take up your time. Listen, you can either be a leader or a manager. If you're micromanaging, which means you're focused in on everything that's going on around you, you're not leading, you're managing because you have no time to cast a vision for where you will go. All of your attention is focused on where you are right now. So number 1, delegation frees you up to focus on what matters most. Secondly, delegation allows others to show what they're capable of. It may be a menial task to you, but when you show somebody else the privilege of doing that task, you allow them to show others around them that they are capable. All those coaches under Nick Saban, because they were given a task and trusted to do it, were able to shine in some way that allowed someone else to give them the opportunity to be a head coach. Finally, delegation also says, I trust you. When you are willing to pass something off that's important to you, or even if it's not important, but it's something vital to the organization, to your church, to your family, to your community, or to your workplace, then you have said, I trust you to do what I am not able to do, even if the reason you're not able is a time constraint. So listen, delegation is vital and it's important. If you're going to be a leader and not simply a manager, you must learn the art, the skill. You must force yourself to delegate. And when you have done that, you'll be free to do what matters most. You will have allowed someone else to shine, and you will have said to them, I trust you. And then you can go out there and lead.